everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today is it's gonna be a last minute kind of thing. Today because it's Saturday, I was normally gonna do just my weekly TBR, and technically I am still doing a TBR for the week. It's just not gonna be a normal one. This is going to be one, it's the TBR Takedown 4.0 readathon TBR, because apparently that's happening on the 20th to the 26th. Shannon over at Lean Lights posted up her video yesterday, and thank God I looked at that. But she posted it up, and she was supposed to, it was supposed to be in July, but because of stuff that's happening in her life, it's going to be now. So like I said, this Monday, the 20th to the 26th. Technically for me, that is tomorrow night at midnight to like Saturday at midnight. That's just how it works for me. And so yeah, it's soon, and oh my god, I am not mentally prepared for this, but I feel like I've been doing really well over the last few weeks or the last couple months. I've been doing pretty good on reading so many books in each week. So I figured, why not just do it? I love doing readathons, especially TBR Takedown, because it helps, get books off my TBR shelf, and that's what I've been doing, so why not? Even though I'm not mentally prepared for it at all. So, yeah, let's get on with my TBR. There are 5 challenges for this readathon. Like, I think normally, she does 4 of these readathons a year, 1 for each season. Summer and winter? Yeah, summer and winter are week-long readathons, and then fall and spring are weekend-long ones, only a couple days. There's 5 challenges for the week-long ones, and there's like 3 challenges for the weekend ones. So yeah. It's the week-long, which is good. I don't know if I could have handled it if it was a weekend-long one, just because I don't really read as much during the weekend, but through the week I can read plenty. So I'm hoping to at least get a few of these books done, and I feel like I will, so that's good. So again, like I said, there are 5 challenges, and I picked I picked a book for each challenge. Though one of the challenges, I picked another book just in case, and I will get to that when I get to that challenge. So the first challenge is to pick a book that's been on your shelf for a really long time, like a year, or if anything, just pick a book that you feel has been there the longest. And I have quite a few books that I could have chosen, but none that I really wanted to really read. Like, I have books right here that I am filming this video on, that's holding up my phone, and I keep looking at these books every day because I've had them for a really long time. Like, they're that gap right there, yeah, and those have just been on there for a really long time, but I just have not felt the need to pick them up. But there is one book that I keep looking at, and when I go to the bookstore, I see another book in that series, be it the 2nd or 3rd or the 4th, and I'm like, well, I really want to pick up this series. Everyone says it's pretty good. Last year, I believe it was last year, everybody was reading it like crazy, and it's a lot of people's, like, one of their favorite series, so I just figured, why not pick it up? And that is The Demon King by Cinda Williams-Chima. This is the first, this is the first book in the 7 Realms series. Wow, I couldn't think of that. And the thing about this one is that the print is pretty big, so it shouldn't be that hard. Even though it's like 500 pages, it shouldn't be that hard to read. And people have said that they go through it like pretty quick, so I figured, why not? And it's fantasy. And I really don't know too much about it, even though I've owned it for a pretty long time, but I really don't know anything about it, except I think, yeah, there's like an amulet or something, but I've been wanting to pick it up for forever. So, and I really love, like, I don't know, I just really love that because it's on here too. I just think that's really pretty. So yeah, picking that one up. And then the second challenge is to pick a book that is an unread sequel / continuation, that is, you know, that you haven't read yet. Wow, no duh, it's unread. I'm having a hard time talking. I always do, for some reason. Okay, so yeah, an unread sequel / continuation that is on your shelf. One you've already, of course, read the first book, but you just haven't really continued on with the rest of the series, or you've read the first and second book and haven't continued on. Oh my god. So, over the last couple weeks, I have been reading a series, and this week I had already planned to finish off this series with the third and last book, and that is the Grisha trilogy, and I have Rune and Rising to read. I read Shadow and Bone and Siege and Storm over the last couple weeks, and I'm actually really enjoying the series. So, in this one, with the ending of the last one, I'm actually really eager to see what happens, and I know what that is now. I didn't know what that was before, but I do know what that is now. So I'm actually excited. I really love these covers. I don't know, I really love the castle in the back, and it's like Russian-esque, and I just really like that. So yeah, I can't wait to see, those are the covers. I can't wait to see how this ends and what happens, and then when I'm done with this one, I could finally go into Six of Crows, because I've been wanting to read that too, since it's another book that everybody's been loving. And then the third challenge is to pick a book that is the first in the series, and I could have picked the Demon King. I could have combined the challenges, but I just decided not to. So I picked a book that I've actually been wanting to read for a little while. I actually just recently bought it, so I haven't exactly hauled it yet. And that is The Conspiracy of Us by Maggie Hall. A lot of people have said this is like National Treasure or The Da Vinci Code. And I love both of those movies. I really love those types of movies, and there's romance in it, so I'm like, why, it's kind of perfect for me. It says here, an ancient secret could kill her, but falling for him would be even more deadly, and that just sounds really good. And the sequel I know just came out this year, and a couple people on BookTube that I've been watching for a while have really loved this book, so I'm like, why not? It sounds really good. Why not pick it up? Alright, so the fourth challenge is to pick a book that is out of your comfort zone, and technically I picked two for this one, and I'll tell you why. So the first book I picked was Illuminae by, oh my god, Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. Wow, I couldn't remember that. And this one doesn't oh, there it is, Kaufman and Kristoff. This one doesn't have a dust jacket on it because I took it off. I can't stand that dust jacket. I really can't. It's so hard to keep it on, and I just don't like it. Now, this one's a sci-fi book, and I feel like sci-fi is out of my comfort zone because I'm not really hugely into sci-fi. It's hard for me to get into it. And I have read the Lunar Chronicles series, which is sci-fi, but it's also fairy tale retellings, and I feel like that was, and I love that series so much, but I feel like the fairy tale retelling part of it really kept me going more than the sci-fi aspect. But I've been reading this one for a few days now because it was on my TBR for last week, and I'm still not that far. I'm only 145 pages in, and I'm not exactly hooked yet. I am liking it. It's really kind of easier to read, but I feel like I have to keep going back and forth and seeing, like, really, like, getting the grasp of everything that's happening. But I am liking it, but I'm not exactly hooked, like I said. Jesse over at Jesse the Reader, when he was reading this, he said that it was the same thing for him until he got to like page 200, and then he was really hooked into it, and he was really loving it. So I'm hoping that's what's gonna happen for me. I have like no, like, I don't feel like any desire to keep picking it up, you know what I mean? Like, I want to, only because I really just want to try and finish this and see if I'll like it, but because it's sci-fi, I keep feeling hesitant to pick it up. And yesterday I went a whole day without reading, and I was really not happy with that, but I really want to try and get this one done. And it's not a hard read. Really, it's just like instant messages, emails, diary entries, stuff like that. I feel like it's a lot like a textbook kind of thing, like you're reading about what happened in history, sort of. You know, that's just how I'm getting the feel of it. But I am liking it. What I've read so far is good. It's hard for me to grasp it and getting hooked into it. But hopefully I will enjoy, you know, when I finish it. Hopefully I will like it. That was hard to talk about. Alright, so, and then the other book I picked for it is another one that is out of my comfort zone, only because I am also hesitant to pick that up, and that's classics. I just can't read a classic at all. It's really hard for me. Either it's the language or it's what's happening, and the classics I've read in school, like To Kill a Mockingbird, was really good. I really loved To Kill a Mockingbird. Catcher in the Rye I really enjoyed as well, or Animal Farm by George Orwell. Like, I really like a few of them that I've read, and I really enjoy Shakespeare. But there are some that I just wasn't into. Of Mice and Men was really good too, and that one made me cry. But yeah, so I feel like I haven't read a classic this year, and I've been wanting to. I think I said I wanted to read like 3 classics this year. I think maybe it was 5. I don't even know, but I'm going to give it a try. And I picked the one that I feel would be the best one to pick up, the one that's not so much out of my comfort zone, and that is Sherlock Holmes by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. I have volume 1 here from Barnes & Noble, but I'm only picking the first book out of here, and that is A Study in Scarlet, and it's only 90 pages. So that shouldn't be hard to read at all. And again, I feel like that one's the least one that I have on my shelf that is out of my comfort zone, and it is the one with the fewest pages. So that's good. I feel like, so the only reason I picked 2 was because I am currently reading Illuminate, and I do feel like I want to get most of it read by today and tomorrow. So I don't know, I might finish it before tomorrow night, and if I do, I will of course pick up A Study in Scarlet then, so I'm good. And I could have picked another sci-fi book, because again, I have a couple more sci-fi ones, but I just felt like I really want to try and read the classics, because I have said that I wanted to read classics this year, and every year that I say that, I don't do it. But I'm going to do it this year. I may not read as many as I wanted to, but I will read a few of them. That would make me really happy. Okay, so the last challenge, number 5, is to pick up a book that is from your most recent haul. Now, technically, I'm cheating with this one because I haven't hauled it yet in a video, but I am going to be posting up my book haul on Tuesday. So I'm just gonna choose it, and that is Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertelli. This one's about a boy who is gay, but he hasn't come out yet, or at least that's what I think. And he what's it called? he emails this boy, I believe, like they go back and forth, and somehow his emails get out, and he's not happy with that, and now, you know, he's afraid, and now he's being blackmailed. Oh, that's not good. But yeah, I mean, it sounded really good, and I actually had this on my Kindle, and I've been wanting to pick it up for a really long time, but I just haven't felt the, you know, like, I just haven't felt like it. I haven't been in the mood for it. And I feel like I've just been waiting to get this on physical copy to read it. I just feel like, I think that's what I've been waiting for. And it seems like a quick read. It's 300 pages, but I feel like I can go through it pretty quick. So that's what I'm going to do. So that's it for me today, guys. That's my TBR for TBR Takedown 4.0. I will not be doing videos every day like I have been doing for this readathon. Normally I do progress videos every day, but I just will not do that this week. I cannot do that. I don't know if I will ever do that again. I'm not sure. You know, it was always hard for me, like coming home from work and then putting on, you know, even though I'm like really tired and trying to do a video, that was kind of hard. But who knows? I mean, I may do it again in the future, but just for this readathon, I will not. So yeah, that's it for me today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Happy reading.